What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And for this one, man, I wanted to give you guys another look at Giant Man in his PYMTRON uniform. The uniform that I see a lot of people dubbing as the worst uniform from this update. And to those people, I have to say, are you serious, bruh? Are you serious? How can you logically compare a uniform that costs 750 crystals to uniforms that cost 1,000 crystals? It makes absolutely no sense. You have to compare Giant Man's uniform to the rest of the 750 crystal uniforms currently in the game. For the last, 3 months, guys, we've gotten a total of 25 different uniforms, and this is the first one that we got that is 750 crystals. And I see people comparing Giant Man's uniform to the Infinity War uniforms. Like, how can you possibly do that? It makes absolutely no sense. Cut it out, okay? Absolutely cut it out, because this uniform is actually really good for what it does for Giant Man. It takes Giant Man, one of the founding characters of this game, one of the oldest characters in this game, a character that was at the very back of the game, no one was using him, and it actually makes him relevant once again. And it actually puts him in a very good place. He's really good for Shadowland now, and he's actually really good for ABX, and I wanted to share that with you guys because in this uniform, he's actually better than Ultron. Yes, and I can honestly say that with absolute confidence, with literally zero practice with him. I honestly think he is better than Ultron, and that's what I wanted to show you guys in this one. In case you guys missed my previous video on him, I'm going to show you guys the details really quickly, and then we'll jump into some gameplay. So as you guys can see right here, this is what the details currently look like, and I think I want to max out his attack speed because I find him just a little bit too slow for some of the animations for his skills, but nonetheless, I still think he's really cool in this uniform. As you guys can see right here, 117 for attack speed, 49% for critical rate, 181 for critical damage, 44% for ignore defense, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. As you guys can see right here, no oohs on him just yet, but I will give him some very shortly. And as you guys can see right here, skills are all at 6. Rotation that I like to use with Giant Man is either 5 into 4 or 4 into 5, and then after that I like to use the 1. You don't even have to use the 2 and the 3 if you want to. In Shadowland you can go something like 4-5-1 and just go right back into that rotation. He's very safe, and he does a good amount of damage. Absolutely loving him in this uniform. As you guys can see right here, still rocking Power of Angry Hulk. I highly recommend that you go offensive with him. And as you guys can see right here, we have critical damage, ignore dodge, and a 110% damage proc. Honestly, I think invincibility is the best way to go. Shout out to you, Blade. Anyways, I think invincibility is the best way to go with Giant Man, just to give him as much survivability as possible. But if you want to give him a damage proc, that is good too. As you guys can see right here, uniform is still at normal, and I highly recommend that you guys get this uniform to Mythic as soon as possible if you're any kind of a fan of either Ultron or Giant Man, because he will not disappoint you too often in this uniform. Very good for the PvE aspect of the game. And on top of that, if you actually go to the legendary battle right here, which I've shown you guys in my previous video, and you have this uniform at Mythic, you also get a CTP of your choice, okay? And I highly recommend to those of you guys who are free to play that you get yourself a CTP of Destruction, because that is the rarest CTP currently in the game for a free to play player, okay? But that being said, let's actually jump right into some gameplay. Yeah, let's bring the pain, baby. They can't stop us. And there you guys have it, man. My first ever run in ABX using Giant, man, in his new PYMTRON uniform. And this guy was actually able to put up 176,000 points. And keep in mind that Giant, man, at tier 2, whether you're using the base kit or the Goliath uniform, can't even break 100k in ABX. Okay, so this is a massive improvement for this guy right here, man. Absolutely loving Giant, man, in this new uniform. But that's all for this one, guys. Thank you so much. Hope this was informative, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love. And I'm gone.